Let's talk about the Roman Empire. And men, the roMAN Empire. Apparently men are like always thinking about the Roman Empire, which to me is astonishing and really confusing, actually. Because if you ask me how much I think about the Roman Empire, my mind goes blank. I'm actually the calmest I've ever been, thinking about nothing. Is it the people? Or the politics? Now, to be fair, if you ask me how often I think about the ancient Greeks, I would say frequently. And their language is still surviving, which is pretty awesome. Good for them. I didn't think it was that interesting until I saw this explanation where this guy was like, well, it's so obvious that we're thinking about the Roman Empire because we like to conquer.
Men inherently have the need to conquer. If your man is thinking about the Roman Empire and them conquering, it's because he's not conquering enough in his life himself.
And I've been seeing a lot of women make their own version of it. And I guess the idea is, what do women think about every day, like the way men think about the Roman Empire? So interesting. Such a fruitful bite of culture this is. I don't really know enough men to ask them I don't know a lot of men that I could ask about this, or that I would want to ask about this. Oh wait, yes I do. Hey Dad! How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
I think about the Roman Empire daily. Yeah, because I think about the decline and fall of the United States of America, and I compare that on a global scale of empires and their rise and their fall and how long they last and how much time do we really have, because we don't.
I thought you were gonna say like, never! I'm too busy cleaning the kitchen. Meh.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it right now. I was cleaning the kitchen.
But you've thought about it today? Have you had your Roman Empire thought today?
Well, I work with history professors.
Well, do you think about calculus every day? Like...
No, because calculus burned me so badly and I'm so hurt by the experience that I try to avoid those thoughts. So thanks for bringing it up.
And somehow the Roman Empire didn't do that to you?
No, I'm fine with it. Honestly, right, the whole everyday response is just because that's the immediate dumb joke to make.
Oh, but not really.
Not really.
Like, when was the last time you thought about it before this
The
moment?
Roman Empire? Yesterday.
So let's watch some of these.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
How often do I think about it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess technically like every day.
This is a joke, right?
Babe, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Just in general?
Yeah.
I mean, my anesthesiologist said something about it today, so I thought about it today.
Because, why did he say something?
He mentioned something about Napoleon, so that made me think of the Roman Empire.
How does Napoleon make you think of the Roman Empire? That's a different situation. Napoleon. As far as I know, that's a French thing. It was a long time after the Roman Empire, actually. The first emperor of France in 1804. That's different. That's so different.
So how
Okay,
often?
tell me more about...
I don't know, a couple days before that, I was listening to a podcast, and some guy, they were talking about something about Julius Caesar, so that made me think about the Roman Empire.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't encounter situations that would even prompt me to think about the Roman Empire. Not a single podcast that I listen to is making me think of the Roman Empire. You know what? Actually, I watched Brittany Broski's interview show that's set in medieval times.
I have a question for you. How often do you think of the Roman Empire?
The Roman Empire?
Is he going to go play baseball? Why is he dressed like that?
Like in general.
I haven't thought of them today.
So how often do you?
I don't know. Twice a month?
I haven't thought of the Roman Empire ever.
I just think about it.
Why?
Either from the Bible, sometimes.
Oh, the Bible. Somebody ask a non-Christian man. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the video I saw that made me scared and made this trend something that I think about as opposed to something that I don't.
Okay, here it is. Roman Empire trend explained. Here are the answers. First and foremost, I thought it was absolutely hilarious that all these women out there have discovered why men think about the Roman Empire so much. And it's just absurd to them that they think about it in the first place. But when you understand men and the fundamentals of men, you'll know why. So here's the answer. Men inherently have the need to conquer. We always have and we always will. We want to conquer. We want to conquer everything. We're adventurous. We need and seek that. And if we don't have it, then we imagine it. And so there's a quote. The masses of men lead lives of quiet desperation. If your man is thinking about the Roman Empire and them conquering, it's because he's not conquering enough in his life himself. There's your answer.
That's not cool. What about masculinity? Which is a beautiful thing. Masculinity is a beautiful thing. What about that equates to conquering? Because the things that I find beautiful in masculinity is quite absolutely never this weird aggression association, right? Ponder. Discuss with the class. I'm grossed out. I'm really grossed out by that. What do you need to conquer, bro? What do you think you need to be conquering that you're not conquering right now? That's a question for everybody, actually. Ask your friends and your loved ones, what do you think I need to be trying harder to conquer in my life? And see what friends and family say. Let's see some more. Yeah, let's do some more.
Hey, I have a question. A general question.
What's happening to him right now? Why is he sitting at the foot of the bed in a grout fit at 4 a.m., rubbing his hands together?
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
At least twice a week.
What?
At least twice a week.
What about it?
At least twice a week, babe. At least twice a week. I have to get my quota in.
Like what?
Mainly how they lived and how they went about their lives and their daily lives.
Why?
There mainly be spas and saunas. They had
The Roman empires had spas?
spas and saunas.
Oh, he's watching the baby. I really do have to have a reason for him sitting at the edge of the bed like that at 4 a.m.
I'm always thinking about the Roman Empire. They invented concrete, newspaper, books, calendars, and even central heating. Did you know that most of ancient Rome is underground?
Is that true?
Okay, wait a minute. He has some really good points there. I think if I ever do think about ancient Rome, it is their limestone technique, because I learned about that a bit ago. But, what the fuck?
Do you know you could be viral on TikTok right now?
What's that?
Is this the effects of Catholicism? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire, Ben?
Probably once a day. I mean, recently I've been,
Hold up. I'm pretty sure that's Michelangelo. Yeah. That's the creation of Adam by Michelangelo that he has on his arm. That's not Roman. That's Italian. This has to be like a Catholicism thing. This has to be. It has to be. It has to be.
Why are you asking
Right.
that? It was insane. The Roman Empire was crazy.
It was in... Mom, what the heck do you mean? The Roman Empire was absolutely sick, bro.
So much.
I don't really know why.
Wait a minute. Icarus... wait. Icarus was Greek. Please, I beg and I plead. I beg. If you're gonna think about the Roman Empire a lot, at least be accurate.
Probably 2 to 3 times a day.
What?
Yeah.
What are you thinking
2
about?
to 3 times.
Just that, like, they would just, like, they only drank, like, wine. Because, like, the drinking water wasn't safe. And, like, there was a whole stadium where people would just yay or nay if people were going to die or not to gladiators. So sick.
So sick, babe. They drank wine every day because water was poisonous. That's so sick, babe. Wait, okay. What is the female version of the Roman Empire? For me, I would say, if we're thinking about like, oh, that period of time was so sick, I would totally want to live there. Never is a period that I would want to live that I would want to go back to. What do I think if I asked other women? Like, we would agree that we think about this certain thing a lot. I don't know. I do think about ancient Greece a lot. Castles are pretty cool. So whenever there's like a castle, I don't know. My Roman Empire is like Narnia. Like the Chronicles of Narnia, perhaps, is my Roman Empire. If I could like experience any kind of world. Yeah. But in the first one.
I want to know is, what is the female version of the Roman Empire?
All right, after seeing this video, I was really inspired to find out what is the girls' Roman Empire. So I thought of it for a few days, and this is what I came up with.
Oh, I love this. This is like a quiz. I want to see which ones I also think about a lot. What's happening with this eyebrow?
Okay, number 1, Princess Diana.
Oh,
You're lying
yeah.
if you say you've never thought about Princess
I think about Princess Diana frequently.
Diana.
That's a really
and you
good
are
one.
woman. That's just 100% not true.
Noted.
We all want to be her. We all want to find out more about her. We all want to dress like her. She is a frame of reference for a...
Okay, not even just that, like, just her life and her story and her cultural impact for me. You know, obviously, fashion icon by far. That lady had it down.
A lot. All right, up next, Titanic. The Titanic is...
Okay, whoa. I also think about the Titanic. Not a lot, actually. Probably not as much as Princess Diana, but that's definitely... It just, every time I think about it, I get this really sick feeling in my stomach of, like, sadness. And also the movie. Something about the aesthetics of the Titanic movie was kind of it. That was kind of it.
Is just... I don't know. Something always links back to it. It's always quoted, like... You just hear it, you think about it. I don't know. But
that might also be the effect of Celine Dion, right? Right. Would we all be thinking about the Titanic as much as we did if Celine hadn't put out that song? Really think about it.
We have some non-historical events we think about. Well, I guess my next one could be a historical event, a true crime that has happened. And if you're not into true crime, you definitely think about crimes happening to you, which is really sad. But you got to be prepared. Okay.
Do men not think about crimes happening to them?
Okay, up next is the semi-annual sale of Bath & Body Works. We all ask ourselves this at least.
Yeah, no, she lost me. She really lost me. I don't ever, and I mean ever, think about Bath & Body Works. She's off in the deep end now, and I'm not swimming with her. Moving on. Mom, I flew up. Mom, they're playing Maddie Healy. Okay, I'm bored now. I'm really bored now. I think I'm bored now. Yeah. What are my conclusions? What's the takeaway? What do I want you guys to take away from my essay about men's idealization of the Roman Empire? Honestly, men dumb, women cool, blah, blah, blah. You know? Women awesome. Women so cool, awesome. And that's my takeaway.
Ask your boyfriend, during what years approximately did the Roman Empire rise and fall? How long did it last? What are some influences that the Roman Empire had on American government? What did we get from them? Why is it an empire? What makes it so historically significant? Your boyfriend doesn't know anything about the Roman Empire. Your boyfriend is thinking about the movie Gladiator, and he wishes that he was muscular and covered in oil and wearing armor, and there were girls at his feet who were naked and fanning him with giant leaves. That's what he's thinking about.